There's a saying, bull markets make you money, but it's bear markets that make you rich. And on that note, this is the ambitious video of how to become a millionaire in crypto in this bear market. And why is this a difficult video to make? Well, it's because everybody watching this video is coming from a different place. Some people are happy to take on more risk. Some people have a lot more cash to invest. Some people don't know anything about crypto. And some people spend hundreds of hours watching everything on consensus mechanisms and tokenomics. And then everything changes again once you factor in the time frame. Trying to make $1 million in 1 year is very different to 10 years or 20 years, as it requires a completely different amount of money and also different investments. And so in this video, we're going to try to keep things simple and just run 3 scenarios. And this will show how much money it would actually take and also the returns needed from the crypto market to hit that magic 7-figure number. And the time frame we'll use today is 3 to 5 years. And so we'll be looking at, first up is we must understand risk, as this determines how much of your own money you'll need and also what you'll be investing in. Then scenario 1, this is the lowest risk option, but it will require the most amount of money for that safety. Scenario 2, which is probably where most people would be the sweet spot between risk and reward. And then finish with scenario 3. This is the highest risk option, but it does require the least amount of your own money. As always, if you do enjoy anything in the video, then drop a like. Always appreciated. Okay, the first step to any investment decision has to do with risk, and you must decide where you fit on the risk spectrum. And so the first stop is the risk curve, and everybody needs to decide where you personally fit on the risk curve. Now, if you've never seen this before, it's a very important part of investing, as it pretty much determines what you're going to be investing in. And if you've seen this before, this will be a very good refresher. So in general, when it comes to investing, you have how much potential reward you can make. This could be a 5% return, 10% return, 50%, 100%, and it's normally correlated with risk. So the more risk that you take, in general, the better return you will get. And where you personally sit depends on a number of things. This could be your personal situation. If you have a high income job versus a low income job, this will probably change the investments that you invest in. Then the size of your portfolio. If you've only got $10,000, you're probably going to be taking a lot more risk than someone with $100,000. Will probably be taking a lot more risk to someone with a portfolio of $1 million, who'll be taking a lot more risk with portfolios into the billions. Then everybody has a different risk tolerance. Some people are just naturally happy to take on more risk. Some people are very risk averse and they really do not want to lose money no matter what. Then everybody has a different objective. Some people are happy to wait 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. And remember, today we're looking at a 3 to 5 year time horizon. Then everybody has a different financial knowledge. Some people don't know anything about crypto, and some people watch every single video that comes out. And then remember, we all have our own opinions and biases. So keep the risk curve in mind as we go through this video. Moving on to scenario number 1. And of the 3, this is going to be the lowest risk option. The assumption is that the crypto market would have to do a 5x over the next 3 to 5 years. And this means it would require $200,000 of your own money. So in general, you'll either be paying 2 ways. You'll be paying with your own money, or you'll be taking on more risk. So if you want the least amount of risk from the crypto market, then it's going to cost you more money. So $200,000 to get a 5x return. So what would you have to invest in? And we're now hopping over to CoinMarketCap, and I've stripped out everything, all the noise, and we're just leaving the crypto asset, the price, and the current market cap. So in general, the higher up, the less risk you're going to take. So investing in the top 10 is going to be a lot safer than investing further down, which is a lot safer when you get to the ultra small cap cryptos, which would be very high risk. Now, if you want to take the lowest amount of risk to get a 5x return over the next 3 to 5 years, then you probably only need to invest in Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is arguably the lowest risk crypto. And why is this? Is because it's got the largest market cap, because it's been selected by corporations, institutions, and even nation states. If you think about it, Bitcoin doesn't really have a serious competitor. It is a global financial system. And if you look at the top 10, there's no one really competing against Bitcoin. So if you're going to invest in crypto, this would be the lowest risk option. Now, some people might argue that no, you're better off doing a 50-50 split with Ethereum as it's lower risk. But if you think about it, Ethereum is a smart contract platform, and this comes with many competitors. Just in the top 10, you've got BNB being a competitor, you've got Cardano, you've got Solana. So even with just number 2, you would be taking on a lot more risk. So for scenario number 1, all you would need is BTC. Moving on to scenario number 2. And this would be probably the best option for most people, as it will be the sweet spot between risk and reward. And it's based on the assumption that what you invest in, you'll get a 10 to 20x over the next 3 to 5 years. And this means you'd only need between 50 and 100k of your own money. So turning 50k into $1 million would obviously be an amazing outcome, and is a lot more achievable to a lot more people. So let's take a look at the cryptos that you would have to invest in. Back to CoinMarketCap, and this time Bitcoin is probably off the table. With a market cap of nearly 400 billion, to get a 20x return, even 10x, is going to be quite a push. So you're probably going to have to head further down the risk curve. Now, this may open up things like Ethereum. So Ethereum over the next 3 to 5 years does have a chance to get a 10x. I think 20x in such a short time frame is probably a bit of a push. So maybe use Ethereum as a bit of diversification, but you're probably going to be looking at cryptos in the top 10 or top 20, probably going down to about the 2 billion market cap. So for example, something like Cosmos, which is about 4 billion, this would only have to get to 80 billion in the next 3 to 5 years, which is it's less than half of where Ethereum is today. And so to fit in scenario 2, you're probably going to be looking at the top 30 cryptos. Now, obviously, I'm sure you would love for me to tell you exactly which crypto to invest in, but unfortunately, no one knows the future. But a number of these cryptos are probably going to 10 to 20x over the next 3 to 5 years. And finally, scenario number 3. And this would be the highest risk option. And it's based on the assumption that your cryptos would give a 50x over the next 3 to 5 years. But the big benefit is that this requires the least amount of your own money. Now, turning $20,000 into $1 million in just 3 to 5 years would be an exceptional result. So which cryptos even have a chance of making this happen? Well, this time in just 3 to 5 years, it's probably not going to happen in the top 10. You're going to have to head down the risk curve, and probably maybe even not the top 20. I think the sweet spot here, you'll be looking at a market cap of, let's say, around 1 billion. Now, for something like Hedera's hash graph, if something's around 1 billion, then it only has to get to 50 billion. So there will be a number of cryptos in this price range. Potentials with the metaverse, sandbox, potentials could be Decentraland. At 1 billion, like I say, this only has to get to 50 billion, which is the size of where BNB is right now. There's quite a lot of hype at the minute with Aptos. So again, around the 1 billion, all things going well, and this did take off. This does have a chance to 50x. So in this category, you'll probably be looking at things from about the top 40 all the way down to about the top 100. Now, today we're only going up to the top 100. And if you didn't know, there's now 21,600 different cryptos. And my opinion is that anything past the top 100 is just pure gambling. You're better off just taking your money, going to Vegas and putting it on black. At least you have a 50-50 chance of winning. And just remember, none of this is guaranteed. Just investing in the crypto market is risky compared to other assets. So just bear that in mind. They say that bull markets make you money, but it's bear markets that can make you rich. As prices get crushed, then the bigger the upside potential becomes. To make $1 million in 3 to 5 years is very difficult to do with index funds or bonds or gold or even real estate. But the great news is that it is possible with crypto, and I personally believe it's going to happen for a lot of people over the next 3 to 5 years. Now, unfortunately, I can't just say invest in this, as it's going to be different for everybody, and it depends on how much money you have, how much risk you want to take, etc. Now, remember, none of this is investment advice, none of this is guaranteed, and even just investing in the crypto market is very high risk compared to other asset classes. But at least now you have an idea of how much money it would take, what the crypto market would have to do, and the different types of cryptos you would have to invest in to make it happen. So there you are, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Now tell me, which cryptos do you think has the best chance to 50x in the next cycle? Let me know below. But for now, just to say, if you did enjoy anything in the video, then drop a like, and a big thank you to everyone who does, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.